Hi everybody, this is Saad for the Sad Truth. Today is a milestone for the channel and that this constitutes my 50th clip. The numbers have been quite nice. I think people have visited from 151 countries so far, 40,000 plus views, nearly 1,700 subscribers. So hopefully these numbers could continue to grow. So thank you very much for your viewership and do spread the word. Today I'd like to congratulate the United States for their looming birthday tomorrow. You know, many people have a tendency to criticize the United States. I know that in Canada it's almost part of our national character to kind of look at our bigger, meaner sibling down south as somehow different from us in Canada. And of course there are differences between Canadians and Americans. Europeans often look down on the United States as somehow, being made up of loud, obnoxious, arrogant people. So all sorts of stereotypes abound. And of course, there are all sorts of, quote, progressives that construe the United States as being actually the great Satan, to borrow the words of the Iranian regime. And so guys like the luminary Russell Brand and Sean Penn and of course Noam Chomsky from his office at MIT will always find ways to point to the great evils that the United States engages in. Now, is the United States a perfect society? Of course not. Are there domestic issues in the United States that are deeply reprehensible? Of course. Is there part of the history of the United States that is ugly? For example, slavery? Undoubtedly. Now, but that's not how you measure the worth of the values that define a society. As someone who escaped the Lebanese Civil War under imminent threat of annihilation because of my religious identity, places like Canada and the United States is where folks like me and millions of others like me seek refuge. It is precisely because countries like Canada and the United States exist that I exist today. Otherwise, I might have been long gone. And so, yes, of course, the United States has engaged in foreign policy that we could all look back at and criticize. It would be astonishing to assume that a country involved in the complexity of geopolitics always acts as though it is Mother Teresa. But the values of liberty, the First Amendment, freedom of conscience, freedom of association, freedom of speech, as enshrined in the First Amendment, all of these values do define the United States. And so we need to be thankful for those values, notwithstanding the fact that we can recognize that it is hardly a perfect society. It may not be perfect, but it is certainly, it encapsulates the values that bring about the greatest amount of happiness to the greatest number of individuals. So on that note, I proudly state as a Canadian that I am very thankful that we have such a wonderful cousin that resides just to the south of us. Happy birthday, United States. We love you up here in Canada. Cheers.